Hello everyone, this is Devi, and I continue my series of video about Age of Charlemagne. These videos are supposed to teach you how to play this game, how to play different factions, and this video is supposed to be about Mercia. Mercia is one of the most controversial factions because when you start playing AOC, especially after played a lot of Rome 2, you start to think that Mercia is the most strongest faction because it has the strongest melee units in the game. So it's all about these royal thanes and regular thanes, so very heavy and heavy swords. They beat any other melee unit in the game. Plus Mercia has really good cheap access. So they usually win any melee fight. So when you start playing this game, you think it's OP faction, but then you face some good players who knows how to kite, and you realize that Mercia has its weaknesses, and its main weakness is its cavalry. Cavalry of Mercia is the worst cavalry in the game, so worst elite cavalry, the worst mid-tier cavalry. There is no Jav cavalry, no horse archers, so it's really susceptible to kiting. Also, spears of Mercia are not that good. The question is Mercia good or bad? So neither. It's actually, as any faction is in AOC, it can counter any tactic which is used against it. You just need to pick right build and use right tactic. So in this video I'll show how to use infantry rush against kiting and how to use defensive balanced army against kiting again. So first video is about infantry rush. So in first video I'm playing against Bobby, and Bobby picked Avars. Avars is the best kiting faction in this game, and let's see how Mercia is going to stand against it. So let's go over my army, my Mercian army. It consists of, you see, this is the infantry rush. And let's see what I got, what I brought for this game. So my left flank consists of two feared spearmen, one feared axeman, plus the feared javelin man, and a couple of horsemen. Really bad horses actually. So center consists of 10 spearmen. It's actually a good defensive spear unit. Then I have royal thanes, and royal companion as a general. I brought three best melee units in the game to deal with our noble swordmen. Those guys are really good too. Also, I have a couple of feared javelin here in the middle, and right flank is symmetrical to my left flank. It consists of axeman, feared axeman, plus a couple of feared spearmen, javelin men, and a couple of horsemen. Plus, I have two elite royal horsemen. I need at least 6 cavalry to catch archers so that I don't get kited late game. And let's see what Bobby brought. Actually, Bobby brought army that I usually bring. It's very similar. He didn't bring any extra shock cavalry, as we see, but he brought a lot of skirmishing units. So he has 4 levy spearmen, 4 noble swordmen, our noble swordmen. They have a really high damage, 50 damage, so they can stand against any sword in the game except for Mercian and except for Danes. So then we see 3 levy archers, 2 horse archers plus 2 horse archers on each flank, and then we see tribesmen. Tribesmen is an interesting unit. They are spears which also have bows, so they can kite and then they can fight in melee. It's a very good choice probably against Mercia. Not sure actually. Let's see how it works. I usually don't bring them. I bring them only against Danes when I play poor kite. But let's see, not poor pure kite. Sorry for my pronunciation. And then we have a general. Let's see how my rush works against this kiting army. Probably not having any shock cavalry is a mistake against Mercia. Let's see. I don't want actually horse archers to go behind my line, my front line, so I will try to block the path. As you can see, I actually move my infantry and my javelin men to the flank, so I basically cover whole battlefield with my army. Yeah, red line is here, so I want to cover it. I don't want them to sneak in and shoot me from behind. I remember when I played Heracles, when we played like it was, I don't remember what was the name of the tournament. It was hosted by Patronus, and Heracles sneaked his horse archers behind my uh, army. I played for Kingdom of Charlemagne, and each of her horse archers shoot like 200 because they were shooting at my back while I was rushing. So I don't want this to happen. That's why I'm covering the whole battlefield and I'm starting to rush. But these horse archers, they are really good at skirmishing, but they are horrible in melee, so they won't be able to even kill this javelin man. That's why I don't bother much about protecting it. Actually, I'm protecting them with a horseman, but probably I don't need to. So these units are really bad in melee frontally. They only can be good for rear charges. I'm trying to focus them with my javelin man, but Bobby keeps distance, so nice play by him. Did they kill anything? Yeah, a couple of kills on each of them. Probably Bobby needs to pull back and keep kiting me with the horse archers, but probably he doesn't want to spend ammo on my javelin man. He scared away my javelin man with his leva spearman, but I'm going to intercept them with my feared axeman, and axeman will easily deal with any cheap spear unit. I tend to forget to activate shield wall after playing a lot of Rom 2 last year. I mean, last year I mostly play only Rom 2, so I haven't played Age of Saruman seriously. So I keep forgetting to do so, but this time I activated shield wall, and that means I'm going to destroy this front line if Bobby doesn't pull back. He needs to keep kiting me, so he keeps shooting at my general with all his archers. He moves in his noble swords to help his spears. And I'm slowly rushing from all directions. Don't let to shoot. Now he's shooting again. Probably my general is gonna die because it lost a lot of HP and already 20, not 20, 14 men down. So yeah, my general is going to lose to our noble swords now. As you can see, noble swords easily killed my axes. Here I actually failed with my cav because this unit is in shield wall. I shouldn't charge it frontally. But I'm slowly moving my army, my flanks, collapsing my flanks, and as you can see, ours don't have many units to stop it. Probably this sword should activate shield wall and stand here. And the thing about AOC, as you can see, when you shoot from behind, you cause a lot of friendly fire, unlike Rom 2. So by shooting at this unit, he is also killing his own men, a lot of own units. My axes are going to charge and they're going to kill these spears. And this is an annoying unit actually, the tribesmen. I want to get to them and prevent them from shooting. But Bobby nicely intercept me with his swords, and his swords are going to kill my axes. Here my charge didn't work really well because my javelin man prevented them from normal charge. I want to kill our general because as soon as a general is dead, those archers are going to rout because most of skirmish units in Age of Charlemagne have low morale. But here I am focusing these swords with my javelin man, but only 19 kills, not very successful. I need to keep rushing. I shouldn't let these archers fire. I shouldn't let them to escape. And now I'm going to catch them with my axes and with my elite cavalry. Oh, I actually changed the direction of the charge. I charged our swords. And this led Bobby to escape with his archers, so it was a mistake by me. Actually, my general survives, so it's still holding against our noble swords. That's what I said. These units are amazing, even after being damaged by archers and all other skirmishers. They still managed to defeat our noble swords, and they are still like at third. They are third strength, so which is amazing. But probably now they are going to die. Here I got horse archers. No, actually, horse archers already used up all of their ammunition, so Bobby doesn't need to protect them anymore. It's very close fight, as you can see, and Avars have some advantage because they have ammo, I believe, on their, I don't know, on their tribesmen mainly. And their tribesmen surprisingly winning my feared X-Men. But my feared X-Men already have 140 kills, so they probably was damaged before. So I still have a cavalry left, so now I think I'm going to win it. I'm going to catch this archer unit, and then I'm probably going to rear charge. Oh, this tribesman actually shooting at my royal companion. The disadvantage of these tribesmen actually, even though they have bows, they have a very long reload time, so rate of fire is really low. So that's their disadvantage. They can only work for prolonged kite. But if they are rushed quick, they're not going to kill much with their bows. But now they are shooting at the back of my royal companions. And I'm going to rear charge this our noble swords. And as soon as I rear charge, they are gone. Because rear charges are very punishing in Age of Charlemagne. So I guess we can accelerate a little bit because it's kind of obvious that it's already victory for Mercia. This infantry rush worked. But I think if Bobby pulled back a little bit and kept kiting, he could have had a chance. Well, those tribesmen actually are awesome. They're still fighting. I cannot kill them. Well, these horse archers are not gonna do anything in melee, even if though they rear charged. But they got amazing kills, like 235 kills. It's amazing actually. Let's see. Okay, it's a victory for Mercia. Infantry rush worked. My royal tanks did their job. They killed our noble swords. My spears, well, these 10 spearmen did really well, and a couple of cheap spears. My axes did really well, at least one of them did amazing. My feared javelin men, two of them did well. I think all of them I didn't point at this when I did the video, when I casted the battle. I actually aimed at noble swords with these jabs. I was trying to aim at their flanks, at their back. So one of the noble swords was destroyed only by jabs. You can see there are four of them. Three was destroyed by taints, and one was destroyed by jabs. My horsemen actually three failed as usual because they are really bad. One actually did well, it caught some archers, and royal horseman, one did exceptionally well, another one completely crowd bad. It cost like 1050 and it got only 41 kills. That's really bad. For ours, all spears but one failed, all cheap spears, but those tribesmen actually did exceptionally well. I don't know how they got all those kills, 120, 120 and 200 plus kills is extremely difficult to get with any unit, and I don't know, did they use their bows to get to rack up all those kills, or it's only in melee? In melee they are not really good, so I assume that part of those kills might be third, or maybe, yeah, I think third of those kills are made with bows. So as for our noble swords, three did well, one failed because I guess it was focused by javelin men, a couple of javelin men. Our foot archers didn't have chance to shoot, so they failed. And horse archers did well, except one, and one did exceptionally well, 235 kills. So that was a battle. As you can see, Mercia can win ours with infantry rush, and then let's take a look at the next battle to see what ours can do with more balanced build. Not ours, Mercia can do with more balanced build. another way to win with Mercia, where it is. Okay, it's here. So in this battle I'm going to play for Mercia again, and Bobby is going to play for Kingdom of Charlemagne. Kingdom of Charlemagne brought full kite, as you see. Full kite is effective tactic against Mercia too. It's effective against Danes. It might be effective against Mercia. And actually, it's going to be, if I brought full rush, I will be probably it would be easier for me to win this full kite, but I brought kind of balanced army, and it's gonna be very, so full kite is actually very effective against this kind of defensive army compositions. So let's see what I brought for Mercia. For Mercia I brought Royal Companions as a general, a couple of Thanes, actually 3 Thanes and 4 Thanes. So I brought 4 Thanes and 1 Royal Companions. Again, I don't probably need Royal Thanes here, because even if Franks bring 5 heavy swords, all my swords are still better. Plus I have access, and Franks do not have access. I also brought 5th Spearmen, 4 of them, and cavalry, actually 6 cavalry unit, 4 horsemen I believe, yeah, 4 horsemen and 2 Royal Corps horsemen. Those Royal Corps horsemen are elite cavalry, but they are worst elite cavalry in the game. And I brought 4 slingers. I just want to basically make him to waste ammo on my slingers, because slingers have shields. So that was my plan, and let's see what Bobby's full kite army consists of. So it has 6 archers, some of them mounted archers and some of them levies, so 6 different archers. For skirmish cavalry, skirmish cavalry for Franks is actually really bad. It has almost no melee stats, so it's only good for skirmishing and for hunting enemy skirmishers. It doesn't do much even if they eat 3 archers, except moral penalties. As for cavalry, he brought Frankish cavalry, so 4 Frankish cavalry, 3 horsemen, and Schola knights, and plus paladin general. So let's see how it works. While armies approach. Bobby needs to gain some space to be able to pull back. And I'm not going to rush, because I don't really have a rush army. So I'll just deploy my troops somewhere here, and we'll start a skirmishing duel. I think I can actually make him waste a lot of ammo. And Bobby probably will have to surround me. I expected this, so that's why I placed some infantry behind my lines to protect the rear of my cavalry. I don't want to be skirmished with a Javkaf. In previous battles for Cordoba I showed you how effective Javkaf can be. So you should never allow your cavalry to be shot by Javkaf in this game. It's not Rome 2, where it's not that punishing. In AOC actually Javkaf can be very, very punishing. And Bobby nicely pulling back. So I see that he's not going to accept engagement, so I will stay where I am. So I'll keep pushing his archers and focusing his cavalry with my slingers. As you can see, I formed kind of box formation, and Bobby is surrounding me. Yeah, I'm completely surrounded. I use shield wall on my swords so that if they get charged by cavalry, impact is minimized. So that I get the maximum of bracing bonus. And I focus his archers with my slingers. And I believe he is focusing my thanes. Here Bobby charged my spears. They're in spaghetti line, so they will probably lose. But I have support here. Bobby moves his Javkaf to support this fight. But I'll try to catch his archers. Here I managed to catch one of his archers and he didn't notice with my cuff. So this is definitely a success for me. Here I am focusing his archer. And here I caught his other archer, but he actually shooting me with Jeffs. He killed already 7 soldiers. And you can see how more effective Frankish horsemen than regular horsemen. So all Frankish cavalry units are more effective than Mercia cavalry. So for me to basically not to lose cuff fight badly, I need to have support, spear support close enough all the time. Here I make mistake. I overextended my First-Slingers because I was focusing his cavalry, and they got caught. They had like third of ammo left, and they got killed by Frankish general. That's kind of crucial for me. That's a really bad loss. But here I actually killed his archer, and I'm going to kill his Frankish horseman, and I have a spear support close by. And I need to form tighter box formation, so I move all my army closer together, because if they are all over the battlefield, they will be destroyed one by Frankish cavalry. So you can see compared to Rome 2 how more positional AOC is, and how like battles are little bit slower, they develop slower, they don't last longer, but they develop slower, so every charge takes time. I mean, because you cannot really pull out, it's punishing, so every charge needs to be thought through. I keep screening away his Javkaf with my spears. And here I caught his general, and I sent all reinforcements possible to kill off his general, because it increases chance for his archers to rout. So I need to kill his general. He made mistake by sending his general here. But he still have a lot of cavalry left, and according to balance of power, Franks still have advantage. And he's trying to help his general. He keeps sending more and more cavalry here. He's going to rear charge my thanes. Yeah, he's charging from all directions. So he badly needs to save his general. But now his general is about to be dead. And I still keep shooting with my slingers. And he's trying to catch them. This is a really bad charge. At the side of my thanes, he killed only one unit with this charge. And I'm winning this engagement, as you can see, so all his reinforcements died in this blob. Because I have spear support, I have thanes here. And I'm not sure why he's not shooting with his Javs. He keep focusing my thanes with his archers, but I'm focusing his archers with my slingers. He will try to get to my slingers. I need to intercept with spears. No, I fail. not fast enough. And I don't really have any cavalry left. So if he had more archers left, he would have kited me. But he doesn't have archers left, so all he has left is cavalry. At this point, I would say it's GG. I won it. Despite actually a balance of power already in my favor. You still have a lot of Javkov, but as you can see, Javkov was really ineffective in this battle because it was always screened away with cheap infantry. And in melee, this Cav cannot do anything. And my slingers are still alive, he still cannot kill them, and they keep killing his archers. The thing about slingers in AOC, by the way, they have they have actually 0 armor piercing damage, but they have a 40 base damage, so they are very effective against low armored units like other skirmishers, but they are completely ineffective against armored units. So mostly you use them in skirmish fight. You don't use them for prolonged kiting against enemy infantry. And here he throws jabs at my Fear Ducksmen. They go into rout. But I have a lot of infantry left, so it's game over for Franks, and Bobby admits it's over. So let's see what my army showed. Spears, well, one of them did nothing, but 3 others killed some cavalry. My General Royal Companion didn't have really targets to fight against. It killed something, but I don't know what it killed. The same about all my heavy swords. There was no targets for them. They was mostly screening away enemy cavalry and soaking missiles. X-Men didn't show anything. Actually my Fierce Slingers did well. 2 of them did well. Three did well, and 1 was a part of the 2 units that got charged by the general in the beginning of the game. My horsemen, 1 did exceptionally well, another did well, and 4 others crapped bad. As you can see, even elite royal horsemen crapped bad against medium Frankish cavalry. So that's the weakness of Mercia, those horses. But infantry compensates for that, and these slingers also can be useful. As for Charlemagne, Franks archers didn't do well. They got focused by slingers, so only 1 archer killed something. Others basically crapped bad. They either got caught by cavalry or got focused by slingers. Paladin guardsmen did exceptionally well. Actually, all cavalry except no, actually there are some units like this. 25, 24 kills is not definitely enough. Elite cavalry did well, actually double chevron on both of them, but skirmish cavalry was not that effective. Actually, it killed in the end those axes, but it was too late, and it was not the target for these units. So Mercia won with a defensive approach by use of like really tight formation with slingers against full kite army. So it's another way to win with Mercia. So I guess you guys liked this video, and I hope we see another AOC videos in future. See you next time.